believe in drowning. Growing up in an apartment complex with school, my sister and I quickly learned not to go beyond the point where we could safely touch the ground with the very tips of our toes for fear of straying too far and drop off where the water would quickly rise above our heads and we would drown. Parents informed us that if we could not learn to swim and drift beyond the point where we could touch the ground, they would not be there to pull us out, and we'd be on our own to either figure out how to swim or drown. This may seem like a harsh ultimatum put forth for two small children in place of paying for swimming lessons, but it taught us early on that our parents would not be there to save us if we were to get into a situation where we were unable to get ourselves out of. We learned how to be independent during those afternoons we spent swimming. We also learned how to tiptoe on the line between fun and danger without crossing. The threat of drowning kept us on the safe side of that line. This was an invaluable lesson in judgment. However, crossing was inevitable, and one afternoon I got too far in the pool, far beyond the imaginary boundary lines my parents had drawn in our pool privileges. I had gotten in over my head, literally, and could not swim. At 4 years old, I was alone to figure out how to swim and reach a ladder or to face the alternative of drowning to death. I never reached the ladder. I didn't have to. My dad jumped in the pool and pulled me out after only a few seconds of me getting in over my head. It has been 12 years since then, and I still can't swim. While I didn't learn how to swim that afternoon, I learned a more important lesson. I learned that while I should not be dependent on my parents to save me from dangerous situations I get myself into, they would always be there to help me get out. My parents never intended to let us drown, but by allowing us to believe that they did. They taught us that we had to be able to hold our own heads above the water, precariously balanced on our tiptoes, and we couldn't always rely on them to be there to save us if we slipped. We had to learn to trust our own judgments, and to balance on that line between safety and drowning. Paying for swimming lessons would have been a safer alternative and more foolproof than relying on the obedience of two small children, would have removed all perceivable risk from the pool and made us willing to disobey our parents.